But let me ask you two final related questions. They both have to do with settlements. The first is, there's a perception, I think, at the very beginning of the Obama administration, certainly, and certainly in left and center circles in Europe and America, that the settlements are the root of the conflict. It's an easy question for you. Are the settlements at the root of this problem? And the second question is, and I want to ask you, I mean, I know you well, I know of your commitment to the idea of a Jewish democratic Israel. It's been your life's cause in many ways. Tell me about your feelings about settlements. These, no, not as a political problem, but the idea that Jewish people should live in the Jewish heartland, and how you assimilate what they want and how you interpret this in your own beliefs and your own politics.
I know,
and maybe you could do it almost anthropologically and explain why there seem to be so many Israelis who are willing to risk their state's Jewish democratic future for the sake of these settlements. Not in a pejorative way, just in an explanatory way.
Well, you have to parse it. You have to break it down. There are settlers who have gone to live in these communities, who have been encouraged to do so by government subsidies, and have gone there because it's a nice view and more space and an easy commute, because there are highways that have been built from the settlements to the main cities. And since the government is sponsoring this and subsidizing it, why not? So they're there for, let's say, economic reasons, not nationalist, Zionist reasons. And then there are those on the other side of the spectrum who are there because, from their point of view, God gave this land, not Tel Aviv. That was never part of Judea and Samaria. This is the land. The West Bank is the land that God gave to the Jews, and now that we have it back, we can never give it up. It's both a Zionist and a religious injunction, and these religious Zionists, national religious Zionists, are absolutely committed to staying in this territory and not allowing it to be given up because of this kind of both biblical and nationalist injunction. So you can deal with the economic settlers. They can be compensated, they can be moved into the settlement blocks that become part of Israel. As I said, it's probably the case that 80% of settlers will never have to move. It's the other 20%. The other 20% now are at the heart of this Israeli government. And as I've said before, settlement activity was used by them at critical junctures in the negotiations to blow them up because they don't want a two-state solution. They're in a government that's committed to a two-state solution, but they're opposed to it. And they've made it very clear that they're opposed to it. And it's those people that I think are doing great damage to Israel's future. So that's how I feel about it.